Yum! Cardboard.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Homie Game Guru channel. I know it's been some time since I come out with any new content or videos, and I thank all of you who are still subscribed to my channel, even though I haven't done squat in the longest time and have been enjoying some of my older videos. For those of you who are new to my channel, the Homie Game Guru is the world of just crazy, ostentatious, weird cardboard designs that I make with just cardboard and glue. I've been doing it since 2008, and I really topped out around 2015. It was just based on a passion I had for just making stuff out of cardboard, and I had access to a lot of free cardboard in the time, especially back when I used to work in a warehouse. Some of the things I made included 2 functional cardboard swimming pools, a cardboard treadmill, a cardboard elliptical machine, and I also made weapons, comic book crafts, and just all types of weirdness, and I really had fun doing it at the time. But since then, I've spent most of my time away from YouTube, concentrating on being a comic book publisher, which I've enjoyed very much. I also had a part-time job being a truck driver, and of course spending time with my growing family. But like most of you today, I am at home, and doing the social distancing and being pretty isolated during this tumultuous time during the COVID-19 outbreak. I got laid off from my part-time job being a driver for a major charity. My comic book conventions got canceled, and many of them got pushed back further into the year. And lo and behold, I have a lot of free time on my hands, and it's about time that I use this free time that I have in a better way. Because having this free time is not a hindrance, it's a benefit. It's through this free time that I have to endure, like all of you during this COVID madness, that I see the opportunity to make something that I've always wanted to make, something I've always dreamt of making for almost a decade now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a giant room-sized board game, not even room, like warehouse-sized board game that's also going to act as a game show, and I want you guys, my viewers and subscribers, to be a part of it and win prizes doing it. Now, I know it sounds crazy, like what in the world is this fool talking about? And I don't have any real experience making a game show. I just love game shows like many of you out there. I enjoy Family Feud and Jeopardy, and many of the game shows are out there. Even some of the ones that are horrible and ridiculous. But what I love about game shows is I love the thought and imagination that goes into making something that gets people, like The Price is Right is the gold standard for me. It gets people engaged, excited, and you feel like you're part of something. And I want to do the same thing. I actually thought of doing this way back about 10 years ago when I tried to pitch it to CBC television. It got turned down, but that's all good. I know it was a shot in the dark, but I've had this idea on the back burner for the longest time. I just never had the time or the real push to do it. But now that I'm laid off, now that I have no conventions going on, so like I just have the time now to do it. And I was looking at all the cardboard I have lying around and the general idea of how to make a giant board game and a game show and amalgamate them together. Now, when it comes to doing the giant board game thing, I've done it before. Back in 2009, I made a world record board game out of wood based on my home city of Mississauga. Thanks to the World's Record Academy, I actually got the world's record for the largest handmade board game made by one person. It was about 775 square feet, I believe. And people came out, friends, strangers, co-workers. We had a blast. It was fun. We really enjoyed it. I was making up the rules as we were going along, but we just had fun doing it. And funny enough, CBC actually came to the event as well, so that was nice. And I've always wanted to do it again. I always wanted to, make something comparable again. So I see this as my opportunity to make another giant board game, bring it to life, and have you guys interact with it as well. So you're thinking to yourself, what is the plan? What is this crazy cardboard madman going to do? Well, let me tell you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a modular board game system. This means that it's going to be multiple pieces that can be put together and reconfigured each time the game is played. So instead of just a regular square or rectangular grid, every time you lay down the game, it could be taken apart, put together, and each time you put it together, it could go in different directions, and the game is always fresh, always new, always different. Each playing space tells the player what to do. I'm going to get a limited number of friends together, still practicing social distancing, making sure they're healthy, haven't been sick, no signs. Get us just a handful of us together. And what I'm going to do is just do a test play. So I'm going to do videos to show you how I'm putting this whole thing together. So showing you how I'm going to design it. So here's an example of one of the spaces. And again, with cardboard, this good old cardboard. But this is my design, and as you can see, 3D, because everything I have to do has to stick out and have multiple dimensions to it. And this is actually the final space of the ultimate greatest champion of all time. But I'm going to do a video showing how I'm putting this thing together, how I'm making it, every step, fast forward them, kind of speeding them up for you. And then while I'm doing that, also doing commentary, but I'll get to that in a bit. When it comes to how I'm making the game, I want it so when it's laid out and we're playing it and people, my friends and colleagues are playing it out, you as my subscribers and viewers can get involved. I'm going to be setting up a Patreon and also keeping track of who subscribes to my channel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly pick 4 people at a time who are going to be represented by the people actually playing the physical game. And whoever wins the tournament, so whichever one of the people who's with me actually wins the tournament, whichever viewer, subscriber, follower, supporter is linked to that player, you win the prize that's allocated at the end of the game. And I'll explain what the prizes are. I don't have a list of them right now, but I am a pack rat. I am a collector. I collect a lot of things. I collect comic books, action figures, toys, perfumes, you name it. I'm a pack rat, but being a pack rat is going to be beneficial to you because I have too much of this stuff. Brand new stuff. I don't need it all. And this is a good way for me to share what I have and just give it away. And whoever wins, you'll get it for free. But like I said, I'm planning this as I'm going along. I do not have anything really written in stone yet, just general notes here and there, but it's coming along. Now, getting back to the videos, what I'm going to do is, as I said, I'm going to have kind of a hyperlapse videos showing you how I put everything together. It's not rocket science, it's not overly complicated, but I'm also going to use those videos as an opportunity to not only share information about how the progression of the game and the game show is going to come along, but also give commentary on things I think are pertinent to talk about right now. Not only COVID-19 and how I fully believe, and many people I know fully believe, that this has fundamentally changed how society functions completely going forward, even after all of this blows over. But also talking about my experiences at work and what I consider a productive supervisor versus a destructive supervisor, which is something I have observed and want to really take and learn from when I actually grow my business and move on. And also talking about things like relationships. I actually got a friend who came up to me and told me about the hardships of dating now in this new COVID-19 reality. And I want to share a bit on that. So just, little tidbits to create discussion, as well as look at the creativity that goes into the game. Ultimately, that's me rambling on, just explaining this wild and crazy idea, and I hope you guys will be interested in joining me in this grand experiment. We're in a situation where we have to isolate, we have to be at home. We will get past this, but while we're isolated, I want to do my part, to use my creativity, to use my passion for making things and doing fun things, and get you involved as well. And so I'm hoping this board game show experiment will go well, that you guys will be interested in getting involved, even sharing your ideas. I am a YouTuber who reads my comments and I would love your feedback. We're going to experiment with a playthrough first, just to make sure that my rules, my dynamics, everything works out. And then from there, we're going full tilt and doing the game show, and I'm hoping to do it at least once a week. I'm fortunate where, again, I have some supportive friends, and I also have businesses that are very supportive, and I'm going to incorporate them into the game as well. So this is our reality now, guys, and we're going to make the best of it. I'm going to help and do my part to make the best of it. Please subscribe. If you want to be involved, please leave a comment, let me know. And like I said, I'm going to create a Patreon. I'm still learning how this website works. I've never used it before, just to see what I could do to add to this. And yeah, let's just make some magic happen and have some fun and get through this all. You guys stay healthy, you stay strong, stay encouraged. We'll get through this, guys. I'm looking forward to going on this journey with you all. All the best. Take care.